Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
it's
saying?
and it's all evolved. But why wasn't KRS One? Why was he never given? Like, when did this like top 5 dead or alive like list even start? Like, that's what I kind of want to know. Like, when, like,
I think it's just I think it's just for fun. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
think it
sure like
started in the
the
barbershops.
Source
I think it
or
started in the
a double
barbershops because
XL
if you're in
or
the
you know,
if you're in the barbershops and you're just with a bunch of dudes,
yeah.
that conversation comes up all the time. You know,
Okay,
opinions,
so why
everything happening
wasn't
in the
KRS
streets.
One put in that top 5?
What who's top 5 though? What do you mean when you say that?
Because okay, when I say the top 5,
Yeah,
people
who do you basing it
usually
on?
people
The source?
usually people usually say
Yeah.
the hip hop heads,
Mm-hmm.
the let's be clear, the purists, the hip hop heads or whatever, they'll say maybe these, not in any order, Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Rakim, and wait, who am I forgetting? Somebody. But anyways, you know, like
Well, that was for
those. Oh,
Jay-Z,
and
Tupac,
Eminem,
Biggie.
Eminem.
Sure, yeah. And then in that same category with those same people, I would think maybe 3 of those people wouldn't be on that top 5 list
Yeah, but those
of
are the
hip
ones
hop
that.
purists.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when because this debate has been going on for, I don't know, what are we in, 2021? Like, you started hearing this in the 2000s, where people just had to figure out who the top 5 rappers are, and those are usually the ones, you know. But I feel like those should change. Like, I feel like those have evolved. Like,
But
there's so many.
who are you going by though?
I'm just going off of my knowledge of conversations that I've been in over the decades.
Me too. And if we're talking hip hop purists who are like I'll
But
even put me in there, and then like people, other DJs
yeah,
around the way that I know, they won't say Jay-Z. They won't say Tupac.
right. They'll probably say Big Daddy Kane
Yeah.
or maybe
KRS
KRS
One.
One.
Yeah,
But
not maybe.
hip hop has evolved, and hip
Sure. So
hop
now you're going
is,
by age group or demographic or time. All those factors matter. Like we
yeah,
said
we're in
earlier, it's
2021.
relative. Yeah.
We're in
So
2021.
kids aren't going to say Chris even after the verses.
Hell no.
They're
Yeah,
not going to say Big Daddy Kane. They're not going to say
never.
Chuck D. They're not going to
Nope.
say. They're probably not even going to say Jay-Z, Eminem,
No, they
Tupac,
won't.
Biggie. They won't. They're going to
They
say
probably
whoever's
say
out
Little
right
Uzi Vert.
now. They're gonna say Lil Pump. They're gonna say Lil Wayne. They're gonna say
Seriously.
Kanye is their legend. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So
And
I mean,
that's,
I
but
get it.
that's what I'm just saying, for us, for
Yes.
our show right here, right now. Like,
That's that Bay Area, yo.
sorry, I don't know.
For
Like,
our the pirate
like,
come out. I'm playing.
now I'm gonna forget what I was talking about. But
For our generation.
yes, for our generation. Now I'm like, did I say it right?
Yeah.
It has to evolve, because hip hop has evolved.
For our generation, really?
Oh yes, absolutely.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, for this show, like, it has to, there's so many sub genres of rap.
Sure. But for me,
It's not just purist.
I listen to
it's not just purist.
I listen to everything. And
no,
I do. I listen, and that's how I can say I hate it, right?
Right.
Because I don't like trap. I tried it. It's not for my lane, so I don't like it. But you can't, for anybody, in my opinion, you can't. I haven't heard anybody better than Jean Grey, Pharoah Monch, or Fonte from Little Brother. I just haven't. And those guys, those artists, those MCs are either my age or older. And by 2-3 years. You know what I mean? So whether they're my generation or not, I guess they are. Listening to all the crap now, except for K Dot, nobody can touch them. And I will try You know what I mean? I'll give everybody a chance. I'll listen to 2, 3 songs, 5 songs. Nobody touches them. They are the best MCs I've ever
So
heard.
why are the best MCs for you?
Everything you mentioned of the categories, the songs they have, the I won't say beat because some of them pick some horrible beats. um,
Yeah, a
their
lot.
candor, their lyricism, the content. They could Fairmont can talk about anything. Fairmont can ride any beat. By the way, he can be on a boom bap or he could be on a trap. It does. Is this the topic, the subject matter? They're all over the place. That's why I like them. They can rhyme over any beat. They can rhyme in any way. It's like poetry. They have all kinds of
So they're versatile,
style. Oh my
versatile.
god, absolutely. Now you set up a drill rapper, put him on a boom bap beat. They can't write it because it don't sound like drill. You put a artist, a trap artist, you give them a beat made by Premier. They can't write it.
Right.
They suck.
So
So
why aren't they in, I guess maybe the mainstream conversations? Like or
the ones I picked.
yeah, like why aren't
I
they
don't
in
know.
many people's top fives? Like, well, it's because I feel like I mean, they just, those people are good, they're dope,
They're
but
amazing. I don't want
they
to
just don't
say
connect maybe with.
I mean they connect with my generation, but not the. I think, and I hate to say this, but to make money, like crazy money, you have to. It's a young man's game, I guess, right? Because all these artists I mentioned still make music. It's just on a DIY independent level, and they still have fans. I'm still a fan. I will forever be a fan. I still buy their shit. I still listen to their stuff. So
Is
it's
their music timeless? Do you think their music ages well?
I think it pushes the envelope all the time because Jean Grey grows. She's now married. She makes music with her husband, who's also famous. I forgot his name, or not famous,
Well,
but popular.
well, Chris, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then little bro, Fonte is still making music, and Pharaoh Monch is in a group now. So it's like they're pushing envelopes. They're growing, and it's great. You know what I'm saying? Like most of these artists
Yeah.
now, they're gonna be doing the same shit, riding the same wave, saying the same shit. It's they're not gonna make it. I mean,
So
they
so
better
those are
invest
these are
their
the
money
artists.
now.
So these are the artists that you would like say you were stranded on an island and you could only take 5 albums with you. Like those would be the artists that you rock with. Rap artists. We're just talking about rap.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Every Little Brother album, every Jean Grey, especially the one she did with Nine, every Pharoah Monch album. Who
No,
doesn't
it's
like the light?
true. No, you're right though. See, that's why I wanted to have this conversation with you because you do know that hip hop that's like
I love it. It's in my blood.
they do
I
make
pee
great
hip hop.
songs. Yeah, they do have great
I bleed hip
lyrics.
hop. Yeah.
Like they are some solid
Yeah. They have classics. It's just,
artists.
I mean, it's not my fault that I think the conspiracy is because the people who are running the labels are putting this negative music in the forefront to where like our kids are listening to it now because it's all the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before, back in my day, if we had I don't know, fucking MC8, we also had Arrested Development. You know what I'm saying? We also had Fresh Prince of Bel Air. We also had whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, Drake is actually a breath of fresh air, but then you got the gangster shit, most of the trap shit who was talking about nothing. And it's, the nigger rap and all negative and drug shit. It's just like it's not cool for our audience, our young kids to hear. Like at least I had
Yeah,
Mr.
but a lot
Window.
of the
I
young
had
kids love it though.
I
They
had
love
I
that.
know, but I don't think it's that. I think it's you mentioned before. I think before we got on, like the melody, it's the way. Because if you notice, most kids, especially non-black kids, their list is the chorus. The chorus that gets them up. You know what I'm saying? And then the beat, and then I mean every trap song you could twerk to. It's just you know what I mean? There's not a twerk song, they're all twerk songs. You know what I'm saying? So you could bump on every damn song. It's the same shit. You add on lyrics and you say it a certain way with added on to a melody. It's like a nursery rhyme. So you get attracted to it. It becomes you're implanted in your brain like a nursery rhyme. So you're more gravitated towards that song.
Yeah,
Now
like a lot of the mumble rap.
in my generation, it was the sample and the melody, you know what I'm saying? And then the MC would ride the beat, have a cool chorus, maybe a few scratches, DJ Premier scratches, but it was the melody. I mean, if you take a Gangsta or Mass Appeal track, that whole song is Guru was talking about a story and skills and all this stuff, and MC claiming Mass Appeal and all this stuff, and then the beat is a simple fucking Nautilus sample, and he flips. It's just beautiful, you know what I'm saying? And it just goes together. And that was a hit song. You know what I mean? That song charted. It is so simple, and it's like there's a melody, bum, 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 and that's the sample. And you got the boom bap. We're all attracted to drum beats, and then we're going off of what Guru says. We're on every line because there's no chorus. The chorus is a scratch. We're hanging on every word Guru says. That's hip hop. People can recite his lyrics on the verse, not the chorus, because there is no chorus.
Right. Well, and I think that's the thing too. Like real hip hop is really dope live, like in the flesh.
Oh, absolutely.
Recordings that I've heard of some of the earlier like hip hop aren't that great. And I don't feel like they translate well on some of the recordings that I've heard. I think that might be a setback for me.
Wait, what's it?
Just like the mix, you know what I'm saying? Like the actual physical sonics of the album.
That's because Stacy's a sound engineer, y'all. So
But no,
yeah,
but
she kind of bougie. She's sound bougie.
No, but it could be gritty. It could be all that. It's just certain things you have to hear live, like to really connect with. And for me, I feel like, purest hip hop, real hip hop, those are some of the best shows. Like the best shows I've ever been to are like real hip hop shows.
Okay, today is a Sunday. The last verses for us was KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane. I hope a lot of young kids watch that to really understand what a battle is.
Right.
Next to the Locks versus the Diplomats, but what a real battle is between two MCs, DJing and lyrics and how to do a show. How one person can command a crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
KRS-One.
Yeah, and you pay attention and you listen. And
you pay attention, you listen, and it helps that everybody knew the songs. We're rhyming with them. When a DJ cuts in and out, we're there. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You don't walk around back and forth with your shirt off and showing off your tattoos and auto tuning and you're singing. Like, come on, man. That's
the cool of rap. I think rap evolved into something trying to be cool, you know.
Because my thing with trap is like, it don't matter what you say. When that drop comes down, we're all bouncing up because it's the music. It got nothing to do with you. It could be 21, it could be Kodak, it could be Kyle, Drake. It don't matter. You're using the same beat, the same drop. We're all going to bounce at the drop. It's not you. It don't matter. You are irrelevant. A DJ could. I've been at trap parties where with you and the beat come down and everybody's jumping, women are twerking. It
Yeah.
ain't got nothing to do with
And
the
I think
artist.
and I think that's why like producers
I was gonna say
kind
it's
of kind of
producers' age now.
yeah, yeah, who became more of the forefront
Man, they're putting
because
their name, their dumb name in the track.
yeah,
It's
because
stupid.
that mumble rap really kind of
You're 1 in a million,
you
bro.
can't recite mumble rap at a concert. I mean, some stuff you know, but you can't like rap
You
along with
wait for the chorus, or you wait for that
Migos. Yeah, like
pre-chorus.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like it definitely did kind of change where the beat was more of the song, and that's why a lot of people are doing the behind the music, like the Grammy has a whole campaign going on right now. um
mm,
so it's yeah, yeah. But I feel like I said, there's a lot of subgenres to hip hop, and hip hop has evolved. It went from purist to freaking what are you even saying? You know what I mean? Like purist lyricism, lyrics, intelligence to like this doesn't even make
yeah.
sense.
And
So, but there's a
there's
lot of in between that. There's a
yeah,
lot that's in between
absolutely. And there's a lot of lyrics. I mean, lyrics now. You post some cool artists on your IG page, and I follow Hip Hop DX, I think, and other
that. Mhm.
people like that.